Nicola.
What are the classifications of firearms?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, what I can tell the member is that Bill 21 addresses a number of concerns that we've heard from all Canadians, but it is to ensure that...
I wonder if he's getting past a note right now with them. Without looking at that note, what are the classifications for firearms in Canada?
Hey gang, what's up? Aaron right here, Canadian Looney. Our guy, Gary Anandasangree, he had a bad week last week. Oh my God, he got torn apart so many times by so many people. We're going to focus on two here. We're going to jump into it. This might be a multiple part video because so many people for so long were taking pieces off of our Minister of Public Safety. Tell me what you think about Gary in the comments because he didn't have many answers in this one, and the Conservatives are relentless when you don't give answers.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Speaker. Does the Minister know the meaning of the word intifada?
Minister.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, but I don't understand the relevance to...
The Honourable Member.
This is an estimate. This is a committee of the whole. We're not here to talk about the bill. This is a minister in charge of public safety, and I'm here to talk about the public safety of the Jewish community.
The Honourable Minister.
He's entitled to...
The Honourable Member.
Does the Minister know the meaning of the word intifada?
The Honourable Minister.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
What is it?
The Honourable Member. The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, it is something that is quite well known. I don't plan to give you a perfect definition of it today.
The Honourable Member.
According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, it is armed rebellion. Does the Minister understand that when someone in Canada is chanting to globalize the intifada, they're calling for violence? Does he understand that or not?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the issue of anti-Semitism is something that impacts the Jewish community, and it is one where, as a government, we will address and we will...
The Honourable Member.
Very simple question. Does the Minister agree that the call for intifada is incitement to violence, yes or no?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I don't intend to respond to this particular question. The issue of the safety and security of the Jewish community is critically...
The Honourable Member.
Outrageous that this Liberal government, that this minister is standing here and would not even acknowledge that for 18 months the chant intifada is chanted on Canada's streets and would not recognize the basic definition of what the intifada is. I'll give you one more opportunity. Is the word intifada incitement to violence or not? One professional to another.
We'll just remind, through the Chair, the Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the safety and security of the Jewish community is incredibly important. I know they've been impacted greatly by a number of world events. My responsibility is to ensure their safety and security in Canada, and that's what I intend to do, Mr. Speaker.
For 18 months, Jewish Canadians have been subjected to incitement to violence without repercussions. What does the Minister have to say about that?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I intend to work closely with the Jewish community, as well as all communities impacted by hate, but particularly the Jewish community, in order to ensure that...
The Honourable Member.
And yet the Minister wouldn't even acknowledge that intifada is a call to violence. Do you agree that when Prime Minister accuses Israel of genocide on the campaign trail, he endangers the Jewish community?
The Chair, the Honourable Member, or the Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, my responsibility as the Minister of Public Safety is the security of all Canadians, including Jewish Canadians.
Located in North York is the Haya Mushka School for Jewish Girls. Has the Minister heard of that school?
Sir.
Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member.
That girls' school was shot at 3 times. Did the Minister know that?
The Honourable Minister.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member.
Speaker, is it acceptable that a Jewish girls' school got shot at 3 times?
The Honourable Minister.
Absolutely not, Mr. Speaker. No school should be shot at, particularly...
The Honourable Member.
Any school should not be shot at, not particularly. Speaker, then why hasn't this Minister done anything about it?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, in my 3 weeks in this portfolio, I've already reached out to a number of individuals from the Jewish community. I look forward to engaging leaders.
The Honourable Member.
Empty words is the only thing we hear from this government. I can't point to a single thing, Mr. Speaker, that the Liberals have done. Fire bombings of Jewish businesses and synagogues are now routine. And instead of standing up for the Jewish community and protecting us, this government has been thanked by Hamas twice. Why is the minister failing to protect the Jewish community?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, my role is to protect all Canadians, including members of the Jewish community. That's why, as part of the community security program, we have over $95 million in investments over 5 years to ensure that places of worship, particularly, are secured.
First of all, that's $20 million.
The Honourable Member.
And not $95 million, and that's for all institutions and all communities. But on day one on the job, this Prime Minister gave Gaza $100 million. They gave Gaza more money on day one than for security of all communities and all institutions. Isn't that correct, Minister?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the issue of foreign affairs is outside my expertise, and I won't be able to answer that question.
Question, the Honourable Member.
Why does this government care to give more money to Gaza than it does to protect all communities and all institutions, Minister?
Sure.
Mr. Speaker, in my role as Minister of Public Safety, it's critically important that Canadians are protected, including Jewish Canadians.
Resuming debate, the Honourable Member for Kamloops, Thompson, Nicola.
What are the classifications of firearms?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, what I can tell the member is that Bill 21 addresses a number of concerns that we've heard from all Canadians, but it is to ensure that
If he's getting past a note right now with them, without looking at that note, what are the classifications for firearms in Canada? He's a public.
The Honourable Minister.
restricted, non-restricted, and prohibited, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, this is the public safety minister. Somebody passed him a note with those classifications. Does the public safety minister not know the classifications of firearms at the committee of the whole? Yes or no?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the questions before us today involves Bill 21, and I will advise this House that
The Honourable Member.
Classifications of firearms has nothing to do with that. We're not talking about Bill C-21. We're talking about whether something so basic as how a firearm is classified is known by the public safety minister.
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the issue is about Bill 21, and our intention is to ensure that law-abiding gun owners have the ability to hold on to their guns, at the same time taking...
The Honourable Member.
About law-abiding gun owners, but he doesn't even know what classification would be owned by somebody or not owned by somebody. How is that possible, Mr. Speaker?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the gun buyback program is in its early stages. We've already bought back 12,000 firearms.
Member.
Which categories of firearms are getting bought back?
The Honourable Minister.
We look forward to buying back those from individuals. We're expecting about 180,000 units in total.
The Honourable Member.
What classifications of firearms are getting bought back?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the RCMP will be implementing the buyback program, and we look forward to ensuring...
The Honourable Member.
What classifications are getting bought back?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, from individuals who have weapons that they should not be having under Bill 21, we will be buying back.
The Honourable Member.
We're not going to get an answer here. Robbery with a firearm. This member voted to take away the mandatory minimum and allow house arrest. Does he regret that vote given gun violence?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Bill C-2 addresses the issues of guns. The guns that are coming into the country is a border bill, and I expect this member to support this bill.
Member.
Discharge with intent, drive-by shootings. You can now get house arrest, and there's no mandatory minimum. He voted for that. Does he regret that given gun violence today?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we are investing in the border $1.3 billion in investments that is meant to take guns off our streets.
This minister is okay for house arrest for people who use guns, who discharge guns. I'll give him one last opportunity to rebut that.
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this member is against any form of gun control, yet he talks about the safety of Canadians, Mr. Speaker.
Member.
Randall Hopley, somebody that the Premier of British Columbia, NDP Premier, says should not be let out again, kidnapped a 3-year-old. Will this minister enact legislation to assure that sex offenders like Randall Hopley can be dealt with and public can be safe? Yes or no?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this is a matter for for our correctional services. It was a release by them. It had nothing to do with the decision of the minister.
Member.
Decision of the minister not to legislate. We could legislate. This is a long-term offender. Will he work with Conservatives to introduce legislation? Yes or no?
Minister.
The first act of this government is to bring forward legislation, Bill C2, one that will impact many crimes, and I'm hoping the member...
Honourable member.
Will he enact legislation that works to keep sex offenders in jail longer? Yes or no?
Honourable minister.
Mr. Speaker, it is not up to me to enact legislation, Mr. Speaker. It is up to this House.
Will he propose legislation to keep sex offenders in jail longer? Yes or no?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we have brought forward Bill C2. It addresses a number of issues around the border that is a critical priority.
5 seconds.
Is a border bill. We're talking about sex offenders in jail. Will he keep them there?
Minister.
He's accurate, Mr. Speaker. It is a border bill, and we look forward to his quick passage. Thank you.
Resuming debate.
All right, gang, what do you think? Not a lot of answers in that one, right? Frank Caputo was getting pissed off. So was Roman Barber there. No doubt about that. Gary's going to have he's going to have a couple of tough weeks before summer kicks off. Anyhow, there'll be more of these. My name's Aaron, Canadian Looney. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think about Canadian federal politics. Are we in trouble here in Canada? Maybe. We'll see. Again, thank you for watching the video. Catch you next time. We're out. Later, gang.